gentlemen, and welcome to the 31st Annual Coweta Citizen Year Award Ceremony. One of the most prestigious events in the county it has become, and we're so proud of that. I'm Nancy Walden. I'm a member of the Kiwanis Club, and you have the pleasure of listening to me again this year. So we begin all of our Kiwanis. I'm giving you fair warning. We begin all our Kiwanis meetings with the ringing of the bell. What a wonderful evening this is tonight, and such a great place to be among friends. We have another wonderful group of volunteers thanks to you, our loyal supporters. And many of you are here every year supporting this event, and for that we are truly grateful, because if it weren't for you, we would not be able to continue. In addition to our loyal sponsors, we have some new ones this year. In fact, 1/3 of the room is full of sponsors that have not been here before. And they belong to our nominees. So we hope you'll be inspired by the events of the evening, and we'll continue to make this an annual event as well. So we encourage you to enjoy your time together with your friends. Many of us don't see each other except once a year when we come to this event, so enjoy your food and the fellowship with one another as we celebrate the wonderful volunteers in our community. We have over 400 people that are here tonight. We could not, Mr. Fire Marshal, I don't know if you're here yet or not, but we just couldn't squeeze any more people in here. People would say, can you just put an extra chair at our table? So thank you for being patient and sitting maybe a little bit closer than you're used to, so we could accommodate as many people as we possibly could to be here this evening. We want to thank the media as well, who is also very supportive of this event. This is a volunteer event, and they volunteer as well, and we are so thankful for that. The Noonan Times-Herald is here, Winters Media and Publishing, and WOW are covering our event for us tonight. So since last year's Charity of Choice for Miss Norma Haynes, who was last year's Citizen of the Year, was the Noonan Coweta County Public Safety Foundation, tonight we're going to be highlighting that organization as well as those who serve our community in public safety. So at this time, we would like to recognize all of those present that are currently serving or retired from public service by asking you to stand and be recognized. And I know the sheriff's here. I just had to go find him, but he's here. And they've got 2 tables back here. So I know you all, please stand and be recognized. Thank you so much, all of you, for your service. We know that each and every day you put your life on the line to protect us, and we are very grateful for that. Thank you. So tonight's celebration is hosted by the 4 Kiwanis clubs in Coweta County, and it continues to be a collaborative effort with the Chamber, the Noonan Coweta Chamber. So one of the event is put on by a committee of these 4 Kiwanis clubs, as well as the last 5 Citizens of the Year. So one of you 10 nominees, whether you realize it or not, will become a member of this committee as of tonight. And then you can help us plan next year's event. As Kiwanians, our mission statement is that we are a global organization of volunteers dedicated to improving the world, one child and one community at a time. And that's why, as Kiwanians, we feel so strongly about supporting this event and continuing it. Tonight, we're grateful to a very generous donor for being our presenting sponsor and supporting our event. and thank you very much for your support. The presenting sponsorship is a $3,000 donation, with part of the donation going to support the facility here that we use, and $1,000 is also donated to the charity of choice for the person who is selected. Last year, the $1,000 was donated to the Coweta County Public Safety Foundation on behalf of Miss Norma Haynes. So many of you in this room, in fact, probably almost every person in here, is eligible to be selected. The qualifications are very simple. Volunteer your service in the county and in the surrounding areas. The applications are available in early fall once Kiwanis get through with the Coweta County Fair. And the application is usually posted on the chamber website. Our media is also very gracious to cover it in their publications. So be looking for it the 1st of October. Be thinking about who you would like to nominate for next year. So thank you all so much for being here with us this evening. We just couldn't do it without you and appreciate it so very much. So at this time, Margaret Tyre will lead us in the invocation. Rodney Mowry will lead us in the pledge to the flag. And Elsie Lane will lead us in a patriotic song. Please stand.
Would you bow with me in prayer, please? Our Heavenly Father, you have filled our world with beauty. Open our eyes to behold your gracious hand in all your works. We invoke your presence and your guidance as we gather tonight. We thank you for your goodness, your mercy, your grace in our lives, and we acknowledge that every good and perfect gift comes from you. Tonight, we are reminded that for some of us, much has been taken. But remind us also, Lord, that much remains. And may we find in service peace with yesterday. We ask that you open our minds so that we may receive your eternal wisdom. Open our hearts that we may receive your amazing love. Help us as we strive to nurture all those things in our community that make us a community. As we listen to the needs of our community with an open heart, give us strength to discern so that our efforts may be used for the betterment of others. Help us to see the good around us and fill our hearts with happy thoughts and thankful hearts. And please accept our gratitude and thanksgiving for all the gifts you have entrusted to us. Family, friends, and fellowship, and especially for the food that we have received. In the name of the one who was and is and forever shall be. Amen and amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our clubs usually begin with a prayer and a pledge and a song. Join me in singing. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam, God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Thank you. You may be seated. It's now my pleasure to recognize our outstanding chamber. The Noonan Coweta Chamber assists with our event every year by helping with the nomination process, by marketing this event through the website and email, and through our ticket distribution. We couldn't do it without you. Chamber, Noonan Coweta Chamber, thank you so much. Please give them a hand. Mike Robertson serves as the new chair of the Noonan Coweta Chamber Board. So please join me in welcoming Mike Robertson.
Wow. This event really does get better every year. And the group here tonight, just beautiful, beautiful group. So thank you for being here. As you heard, my name is Mike Robertson. I'm the CEO at Piedmont Noonan Hospital here in Noonan, Georgia. And I'm honored to serve as the 2023 board chair for the Noonan Coweta Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber's mission is to champion economic prosperity for its members. And whether the Chamber is hosting a quality of life growth summit or facilitating strategic conversations around development or providing support for talent development initiatives, the Chamber generates meaningful programming that creates diverse connections and helps the community's members thrive. On behalf of the Chamber, we'd like to thank the Kiwanis Club for sponsoring and always doing such an impressive job with this event. And as I said, it gets better and better every year. And I don't think you'll be disappointed with tonight's nominations, the stories, and obviously the great meal that we just had. I'd like to share my appreciation for past winners of the Citizen Award of the Year Award, especially 2022's winner, Ms. Norma Haynes, who I don't think is here tonight. But I also would like to recognize the 2020 and 2021 winner, Mr. Garnett Reynolds. Now, he is the only winner of the award twice. Now, some people say due to the pandemic, I had nothing to do with it being at the hospital, but some people say it was due to the pandemic. But if you know Garnett, great guy, way to go. 2 years in history. A 30-year history event. But I'd like to share my appreciation to all this year's nominations. Again, we all know the Citizen of the Year Award has well over a 30-year history. This award acknowledges those that go above and beyond in leadership, citizenship, and civic pride for our community. And in today's day and age, it's too easy for us to focus on the negative, the broken, and the brokenhearted. But because of the special people like the nominees and past winners that are here tonight, we can focus on what is still good in the world and acknowledge and appreciate you for the special work you do to make Coweta a better place to live and to work. It's my honor to be with each of you here tonight and to celebrate you. Congratulations to all the 2023 nominees, and I sure hope you enjoy the evening. And while I have the microphone, go Dogs!
Thank you, Mike. That wasn't in my script. But I was worried he's going to walk off with some of my pages. Before we recognize this year's nominees, we want to honor those who have received the award in the past and are in what we call the Citizen of the Year Hall of Fame. Our past Citizens of the Year can be identified by the medallions that they have on. So as I call your name, if you will please stand and remain standing until we introduce all of our past Citizens of the Year. And we kindly ask that you please hold your applause until they're all introduced, and then we'll show our appreciation to all of them at the end. Mr. Joe Crane, where are you? There he is. I'm not going to say he's the oldest one. He's the most seasoned and the most senior of our Citizens of the Year from 1994. From 1995, Dennis McIntyre, 1999, Don Phillips, 2000, Bill Lofton, 2001, Bernie Parks, 2002, Don Chapman, 2009, Blake Bass, 2011, Betty Hickman, 2013, Bob Coggin, 2016, Kay Crosby, 2018, Marie Swope, 2019, and 2020 and 21, Garnet Reynolds. So as a tribute to this wonderful group of people, we would like to share a documentary at this time about the Citizens of the Year. Our documentary was started 9 years ago and has been revised and edited each year by the broadcast department at the Central Education Center under the leadership of Pat Patton and through their business partnership with WOW. We are honored to have the students here with us tonight recording the event. They had table number 37 back there. So students, they're all scattered out. They're busy working right now. But would all of you all just please wave your hand or something so we can see where you are? Not only are they working, they're also observing what is going on in our community, and they are our up and coming volunteers. So this year's presentation will include a special message from our current Citizen of the Year, Ms. Norma Haynes, and it will also contain highlights of the Coweta County Public Safety Foundation, as well as recognition of our past Citizens of the Year. So please enjoy the video down here to my right.
To have the finest hospital here and have the finest public safety we could ever have. Nobody knows what these folks do in the lives and their families, what they give up. And I thank y'all for this money. It'll go right into helping them again. I started this wonderful appreciation lunch 24 years ago, and it is just a way for us in the community to show our deep appreciation for these wonderful people in public safety who take such good care of us.
This is a special event that brings the public safety people out and shows them the love and support of our community and the relationship we have.
I praise God every day and thank Him that we are blessed to live in a community where all of us love each other and where we appreciate our public safety people. We started a foundation and we are able to help them through the foundation with some of their needs, and God has blessed us.
The foundation is always there for us anytime we reach out to them.
We're supposed to be the people that come and help you, and they are the people that come and help us.
They've helped multiple employees that have gone through difficult times. Primarily, most recently, we had a couple people they helped financially with tornado response.
Even this past year, she helped with the canines, put trackers on our canine dog.
Ms. Norma's like a second mother to us, but all the members and board members of the foundation are always there willing to help us, and we're so thankful. We are a blessed community to be a part of and just to have a foundation like this.
It's really wonderful to reach out and be very supportive of everything that we do, and I just can't thank Miss Norma and the rest of the team for all the wonderful work, and they're really great to have a committee in the community that really loves law enforcement and the entire public safety community.
She has basically been the mother of public safety and has always fought for us for many, many years, as long as I can remember. The Public Safety Foundation does a great job in supporting us.
I'm now deputized as part of the Sheriff's Department, and I've been honored by the Police Department, the State Patrol, and 911, and by the Fire Department. I couldn't be more pleased to be a part of these wonderful, wonderful people.
On behalf of myself as the Chief of Police, our City Council, City Hall, and definitely the Newnan Police Department as a whole, we thank the Newnan Coweta Public Safety Foundation for everything they have done for us and continue to do for us each and every day.
The Coweta County Sheriff's Office is pleased to announce that Ms. Norma Haynes has been recognized for her strong support of Sheriff's Office, public safety, and law enforcement in general, and has been appointed honorary deputy with Coweta County Sheriff's Office. And we wouldn't give her the badge to carry with her because we're afraid she might lock somebody up, but we did give her a badge also.
I can get it out of there.
Tonight, as you've already heard, we're honoring 10 very outstanding citizens in our community that are leaders, all of them inspiring others, deeply involved in the community, working behind the scenes, not looking for recognition, and volunteering unselfishly with servant hearts and with a giving spirit. All 10 of these nominees have truly made a difference in our community. Unfortunately, Ms. Norma Haynes, the 2022 Citizen of the Year, could not be with us tonight, and she has requested that I share her message with all of you. I'm heartbroken not to be here with you tonight. COVID has certainly changed a lot of lives, some worse than others, but were it not for that, I would be right here. I was privileged to read the nominations of these 10 people and wondered, how on earth could I ever have attained this award? We are so fortunate to live in a community where people give so generously of their time and money. Being recognized for your contributions is most deserving, and you have no idea how many lives you've touched by what you do and being acknowledged for your deeds. May God bless each and every one of you here in this room, and please know that I'm here in spirit with you and feel blessed to be a part of this. I love you all, Norma Haynes. So in her absence, Garnet Reynolds, 2020-21 Citizen of the Year, will assist with recognizing this year's nominees.
Last year.
You hope. The first person we would like to honor, and to be politically correct, I'm going in alphabetical order if you haven't figured that out yet. The first one is Cynthia Bennett. Cynthia Bennett is a community leader who has tirelessly invested her time, talents, and financial resources into the community she's called home for more than 30 years. From her passion for the elderly who were served through Meals on Wheels, to her passion for youth demonstrated in numerous youth development activities, to her passion for a community in need through her efforts with the Coweta Community Foundation, she has created a lasting legacy that has positively changed our community. As chair of Meals on Wheels, Cynthia has led them through an expansion of services, the purchase of a new building, and helped the organization grow in their ability to serve an increasing number of elderly and sick in need. She began her work with this organization almost 10 years ago and has served in many capacities. She's helped grow the outreach from 65 clients to over 200. The Coweta Community Foundation, in its ability to deliver valuable services to our community, is a direct connection to Cynthia's dynamic leadership. After joining the board in 2015, Cynthia served first as the coordinator of the newly formed Coweta Community Service Team, geared to provide opportunities for teens to learn about Coweta's philanthropic community. Cynthia has been working full-time with the team that responded to the tornado last year. In addition to serving the philanthropic community since 2017, Cynthia has served as a member of the Ballot Review Board for Coweta County Board of Elections. Most recently, in 2021, she accepted an appointment to Coweta County Public Facilities Authority. So please join me in honoring Cynthia Bennett. Our next nominee is Samantha Brazie. Samantha Brazie has been a resident of Coweta County for the past 15 years. She has allowed her position at Progressive to be a catalyst for improvement within the county. Samantha has excellent leadership capabilities, a positive mindset, and an endless giving spirit for our community, including being involved with Elevate Coweta Students, the University of West Georgia, chair of the Noonan Coweta Chamber, and the Golf Life Ladies League, to name a few of the organizations to which she has given immense amounts of time and attention. Samantha co-founded a group called Golf Life Ladies that began with a vision to be a place for women to enjoy the game of golf and build new friendships. Her vision also included giving back by raising funds to support local nonprofits. Now, with over 100 ladies participating, the group has provided thousands of dollars to local community organizations over the past 10 years. Our community is a better place because of all the work Samantha has put in to help ensure our growth makes sense for both businesses and residents. Please join me in honoring Samantha Brazie. Our next nominee is Doane. Chris is a small business owner in Newnan and started Crescent Marketing in 2006. His team focuses on branding, website design, social media marketing, and search engine optimization. I need to come see you. Plus a few others in here. Chris has found ways to serve his community and has been an advocate for promoting quality of life in Coweta County. As a result of his work, multiple areas of the county have been dedicated to recreational activities for our community. He's been an advocate for projects such as Browns Mill Bike Trails, Chattahoochee Bend State Park Bike Trails, and Pump Track at C.J. Smith Park. Chris also founded a summer camp for kids interested in mountain biking at Browns Mill. Additionally, Bike Coweta assisted with other local organizations, public safety groups, and community volunteers to help support the Great Bike Build-Off, which helped build over 250 bicycles to be a part of Christmas for Youth in Coweta County. Chris currently serves as the Newnan Rotary Membership Chair, Chairman of the Bike Coweta Board, Explore Newnan Coweta Vice Chair, Mountain Bike Atlanta President, and Vice President of the Southern Off-Road Bicycle Association. Chris and his family reside in Newnan. So please join me in honoring Chris Doane. Our next nominee is Jimmy Ellison. First minister. We got more coming. Jimmy Ellison has been a pastor for over 30 years, the founding pastor of the Newnan City Church in 2017. Seeing a need for shelter of some type for the homeless, NEST, Newnan Emergency Support Team, was started using his church facility, church volunteers, and others in the community. The NEST mission is to get the homeless off the streets when the weather is cold, offer them a hot meal, and a warm bed to sleep on. In addition to NEST, Jimmy started a Saturday breakfast and devotion twice a month at Newnan City Church to help customers coming through Bridging the Gap to feel loved and supported. The meals help get people through the door and has over 100 people show up each Saturday to feel God's grace. Jimmy also started a Wednesday evening high school group with students representing every area high school where it's critical our youth can come and feel comfortable in a no-judgment zone as they discuss how they can grow in their faith. He is the pastor for the City of Newnan Fire Department and an active supporter of Fellowship of Christian Athletes sponsoring the annual football kickoff dinner for area high school teams. Jimmy has served on many boards to include Atlanta's historic Oakland Cemetery, Georgia Prisons Ministry, and Safe House Outreach, to name only a few. He does all of this not for recognition, but because he genuinely cares for people and wants to give back to help those in need. Please join me in honoring Jimmy Ellison. Our next nominee is Dean Jackson. Sorry, Dean, can you jump up here? All right, good for you. Dean Jackson was born, raised, and educated here in Coweta County. After graduating from Georgia State University, he returned home with a commitment to his hometown and his community. Throughout his professional career, Dean has used his professional knowledge to select his focus in his personal volunteer life. He's given time and talents for projects that promote growth and improvement throughout Coweta. Dean has served in a number of organizations, including chair of the Coweta County Convention and Visitors Bureau, chair of the Noonan-Coweta Chamber, and most recently, chair of the Coweta Community Foundation, to name only a few. As chair of the Coweta Community Foundation, Dean worked closely with other community organizations to navigate through the pandemic in 2020 and then the tornado which struck Noonan and Coweta County. Despite his own losses of home and property, Dean dedicated many hours after stabilizing his own family to work on the foundation's response and recovery efforts. He believes in the importance of developing future leaders and has served as chair of Leadership Coweta, as well as co-founder and co-chair of the Noonan-Coweta Youth Leadership Program. Please join me in honoring Dean Jackson. Our next nominee is Dr. Pamela Johnson. We tried to keep y'all as close to the front as possible. Like walking through a maze, isn't it? Yeah. Dr. Pamela Johnson was the longtime owner of Dogwood Veterinary Hospital and Laser Center. Prior to COVID, she was an active member of Noonan Kiwanis Club, volunteering for the Kiwanis Coweta County Fair and the Noonan Kiwanis Annual Shopping Spree for Children. When COVID struck, Pam took a leadership role in finding innovative, safe, and effective ways to continue to serve the community needs for animal care. Her hospital set the standard for legally compliant ways to remain open and serve the community while being respectful of every citizen's concern about COVID transmission. For Pam, it was about taking care of her employees and ensuring they could keep their income and health care. It was about ensuring that the Humane Society could continue to function. Pam has profoundly touched the lives of thousands of members of the community, mentored and encouraged dozens of young students to pursue their dreams, financially supported individuals and organizations in Coweta County, and has created meaningful jobs for hundreds of people. Please join me in honoring Dr. Pamela Johnson. Our next nominee is Pastor Terri Lemons. Accepting the award for Pastor Terri is Marilyn McDaniel. Unfortunately, Pastor Terri had an accident and broke both ankles. And I thought maybe she'd come in a wheelchair, but she is in rehab and could not be here tonight. We've had so many firsts this year. Our Citizen of the Year couldn't be here. We have a nominee that could not be here. So, you know, you just never know what happens and roll with the punches. Right, Miss Marilyn? So, Pastor Terri Lemons has been the pastor of Noonan Chapel United Methodist Church for 7 years. She's had a well-known goal to demonstrate the love of God through service and cooperation with other organizations and churches in Noonan to bridge divides and serve the people of our community. Pastor Terri was a leader in the Noonan Church Tornado Response Partnership with other downtown churches. Her church suffered extensive damage from the tornado, and she pulled together more than 100 volunteers, providing more than 500 families with supplies and food after the storm. This ministry took place on the damaged church grounds twice following the tornado. She partnered with Bridging the Gap for food distribution and other churches and organizations to make this happen. While the church remained remote for worship for months, she inspired her church not to forget its primary purpose: to serve others. Pastor Terri has led the congregation to serve in more significant ways in the community through food distribution programs, tornado relief programs, and senior programs. Pastor Terri has served on the Coweta Recovery Committee since its inception days after the tornado. She's been an integral part in the recovery efforts that have had a community-wide impact. So please join me in honoring Pastor Terri Lemons. Our next nominee is Maureen Schuyler. Maureen lives down in my neck of the woods. Maureen Schuyler moved to Sonoy in 2009 and has served as the Sonoy Area Historical Society Museum Director since it opened in 2010. Her vision of having a history museum to educate and entertain has been realized through her passion and tireless work at the Sonoy Area Historical Society Museum. Through Maureen's hard work, the museum educates visitors about the beginnings of the area, including the Native Americans that were here and the very important railroads to the present day. She and her team of volunteers have created vignettes telling the story of Sonoy and Coweta County. Additionally, she serves on the design committee for the Sonoy Downtown Development Committee. Maureen served on the City of Sonoy long-range planning team from 2015 to 2016. Her emphasis was on the multi-use connectivity trails that Sonoy residents enjoy today. Maureen takes the most pride in honoring veterans. She designed 2 of the museum's display cases that pay homage to those living and deceased who served in all branches of our military. Through her wide-ranging scope of volunteer work, including cook-the-book parties, ice cream socials, teas, and scavenger hunts, to name only a few, Maureen has shown an unwavering commitment to Coweta County and the community. She has helped preserve the charm of Sonoy for citizens while moving the town forward in a positive and responsible way. Please join me in honoring Maureen Schuyler. Our next nominee is Kristen Timoteo. One more step. There you go. There you go. Kristen Timoteo is an advocate for literacy. She joined the Coweta Public Library System in 2008 and worked her way up to library branch manager of both Grantville and Sonoy libraries. Her focus has been on maintaining and nurturing existing community partnerships while creating new ones. She's partnered with other organizations within the community, including the Grantville Kiwanis Club, the Noonan Housing Authority, the YMCA, Noonan First, SDA Church, Yeager Road Community Resource Center, Ashley Park, City of Grantville, Benton House, First Foundation Readers, Eagles Nest, various local elementary schools, and the Coweta Family Connections. Through all of these partnerships, she has participated in countless festivals, outreach programs, and summits to promote literacy. Although literacy is her passion, Kristen participates in other organizations throughout the community. She volunteers with Yeager Road Community Research Center in their monthly food drive by picking up items from stores when needed and assisting with food distribution. Kristen's impact, highlighting the importance of reading to young children, will ripple through the community for generations. We know that if we only encourage one child to read, this will impact generations of readers for years to come. Kristen is a selfless person who strives to be a role model for all those around her. She's dependable, professional, and cheerful in all her efforts. Her true passion is helping people, and she's known for her giving heart, patience, kindness, and warm, bright smile. Please join me in honoring Kristen Timoteo. And our final nominee for the evening is Michael Winslett. Mike Winslett is president and CEO of DTH Expeditors, which specializes in expedited air freight. After the tornado struck Noonan in 2021, he was instrumental in ensuring the city and county had ample resources, including resources for the Noonan Fire Department and the city of Noonan for tornado relief. Mike also stepped forward with his employees to set up and cook meals on the grounds of Noonan High School for any and all engaged in tornado relief in the surrounding areas. Mike's efforts during this time contributed to the sense of community and goodwill that flowed from the relief effort. In addition to the tornado relief support, Mike has supported youth sports, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America and Piedmont Cancer Programs, and the Coweta Community Foundation, along with many others. In particular, his support for the baseball program at Noonan High School, East Coweta, and Northgate has provided resources above and beyond what the schools and the booster clubs would be able to afford. He's done this without any children attending these schools, and has done so to help develop young people of strong character through participation in athletics. Mike's Baseball for Christ mission trip was itself a creative way to minister to young people in need in Mexico and provide an experience for the youth athletes in our county to inspire and encourage their commitment to public service. Please join me in honoring Mike Winslett. Wow. As you've heard, we do have 10 very outstanding nominees, all very deserving of receiving this award. To select this year's recipients, there was a selection committee composed of all the previous Citizens of the Year. The committee reviews all of the applications very carefully, and all of these applications are 8 to 10 pages long and filled with many, many things that we really don't have time to share with you tonight, or we'd be here until midnight. Then they make their ballot, their selection, by secret ballot. And nobody knows who's going to receive this award except the committee. It's kept very, very close to the vest. And so now, ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally come to find out who Coweta County Citizen of the Year for 2023 is going to be. Garnet Reynolds will make the announcement and the presentation.
Thank you, Nancy. It's good to be with all of you this evening. I would just like to also congratulate all the nominees and let all of you know that all of you are deserving of this honor this evening. On behalf of Ms. Norma Haynes, I'm here tonight to present the 2023 Citizen of the Year Award to Cynthia Bennett. 1 more.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cynthia, before a few words, we also would like to present you for a charity of your choice with of our presenting sponsor of $1,000 to Meals on Wheels.
Three decades ago, Ken and I needed to find a new place to live in the state of Georgia that we had quite quickly fallen in love with. And we chose our new home by measuring the distance between his office and my office. That was our criteria. And equidistant was Noonan. And what a fortunate transition in our life. As I look around this room, there are so many faces that we have learned to love and cherish in friendship. So many people in this room that I've come to admire for their gifts to this community, their talent, their experience, their treasure. It is absolutely, second to marrying Ken, the best decision I've ever made. Thank you. I see everything I love about this community right here in this room this evening. Thank you all. And thank you, Kiwanis. On behalf of Meals on Wheels, thank you for this lovely donation.
Congratulations, Cynthia, and congratulations to all the nominees. Before we go, as you note on the back of your program, there are several others to recognize for making this event possible. If you'll hold your applause until I read all the names. The Noonan Center and staff, the Noonan Coweta Chamber, the Noonan Times Herald, WOW, Print Source, Signorama, Winners Media and Publishing, and if I could please ask all the committee members of the 2023 Citizen of the Year to please stand, and let's give everyone a round of applause. We would also like to thank Pat Patrick, the Key Club of Central Christian School, and Grantville Kiwanis Club for the lovely flower arrangements on the tables. We'd also like to thank our table sponsors who are listed in the program, as well as CTCA, who is with us tonight. We had 27 sponsors this year. An event like this would not be possible without your continued support. Thank you for being here this evening. We have one last presentation that we'd like to make this evening. Could I ask Jennifer and Johnny, Hannah, to please step up here? As most of you know, if you've attended this event, Contemporary Catering has not only been a partner, but they have done more than we could ever ask as a committee to help us service this event. It's not just an event that Contemporary Catering stands for. What they have meant to this community over the last several years is immeasurable. As most of you may know, they have announced their retirements. And this is one of the last, or maybe the last, one of the last. You're keep adding things, so you need to. And on behalf of the Citizen of the Year Committee, we want to award you with this clock. Make sure you know you'll never see it. You'll always be with us. And we appreciate all that you have done and will continue to do. We know you're not going away. You're just not maybe doing as many plays. Thank you all. Thank you all very much for your service.
Hey, y'all. Our grandparents came to this country around 1905 and opened their business on the Court Square Ellison Insert Department Store in 1911. And we have been overwhelmingly proud that we have been able to carry on the tradition. There's been a family business in this community since 1911. And we're so proud that we're part of that. I tell y'all, we've worked all over Georgia, out of state, but nothing means more to us than serving this community. And we're so grateful for your support. It's been 31 years of dang hard work, but sharing the ownership with my brother could not have been more special. And those people over there, and some who are not here tonight, people ask us all the time, how have you been able to stay in this business, such a hard business? The reason is the dedication of this staff and those that are not here tonight. And I specifically want to point out Terri Hill, our executive director for 23 years. Terri, where are you? Nobody stays in the food business this long because it is so hard. We love y'all. No, we are not going anywhere permanently. Thank you, and praise to our Almighty God for everything He's done for us.
I don't know how to follow up with that, but I will tell you that this 31-year trek in the food industry has brought us lots of highs and a few lows. The highs way outweigh the lows, and we're so grateful to the city of Newnan, Coweta County, and even surrounding counties that have helped us have a successful business for the last 31 years. And a few people have asked, are you happy? Are you excited? Are you sad? And I said, well, just roll them up in a ball. I'm all of that. For the most part, we are truly grateful for the support from all the great people in the city of Newnan and in Coweta County. And for those who follow up in this industry, I hope y'all continue to support them in the fashion that you have supported us. Thank you all very much.
I think that takes care of it for the evening. How can we top that? What a wonderful evening. What a wonderful evening it's been. So, thank you all so much for joining us this evening. We hope you've been as filled as everybody else has with the wonderful experience we've had tonight. So, thank you for all you do to serve our community. And with that, we are adjourned.